Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So as many of you guys saw last week, I posted on my Instagram that I manifested a brand new sports car. And of course, many of you asked me to share how I was able to manifest it. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Like always, make sure to like, subscribe, share the video, all the good stuff. So I went about manifesting my car the exact same way that I manifest everything in my life, through just affirming. Literally, that's all I do. I knew that I wanted a new car maybe like 2 weeks back. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I knew that the desire kind of came up that I wanted a new car. I knew that I wanted a sports car, and I also knew that I wanted a car that no one had. So I was kind of like looking around, and my dad actually brought it up to me. He was like, "Hey, have you ever looked into an Alfa Romeo?" And I was like, "Oh my God, no." And I was like, I actually don't even know anyone that has one. I barely like see them on the street, at least where I live. So I kind of like looked into it. I went online. I built my, you can build a car and like add all the little things you want on it. So I built it, and it ended up being the exact same car that I got. It was white with red interior and like all the details, like the rims and all that stuff in black. So I kind of wrote down, I looked at the price first of all. I knew it was a $44,000 car. But I was like, you know what? Anything is possible, right? At least in the manifesting world, when you're aware that manifesting is a thing, you're aware that anything is possible. So I always write down every time I want to manifest something new. I write down like everything that I want so I can build my affirmations from it. So I wrote down that I wanted to lease it for 3 years. I wrote down that I wanted to put $0 down. And I wrote down that I wanted to pay less than $300 for it. Those were the 3 things. Oh, and then I wrote down like how I wanted the car to look. I said that I wanted a white, red interior, the night package, which means all the details are in black. I wrote all that down, and I started affirming. So maybe I affirmed for like a day or two before I actually went to the dealership. And I went to the dealership. When you get there, you kind of like test drive the car, everything. I fell in love. Like the more I don't even know that day, like I really fell in love with the car. And I test drove the exact same one that I wanted. And I remember test driving it, and I was like, this car is mine. Like, this car is mine. So I was test driving it, and I fell in love. So we go back inside, you start talking to the guy, like coming up with a deal. And he starts talking all the numbers, and he mentions, okay, I can leave the price at $389, but you have to put, I think it was $2,500 down, or $2,800. I don't really remember. Something like $2,800 or something down. And I was like, absolutely not. So, you start negotiating, and the guy's like, oh, what do you want? I was like, for sure, I'm not putting $1 down. Like, I want to put $0 down. And I mean, my credit's not bad, but it's not perfect, So he ends up going to talk to his manager or whatever. And he comes back, and he's like, okay, I spoke to my manager, and I can leave it at $0 down and keep it at $389 a month. And I was like, no, I don't want it at $389 a month. And he was just like not negotiating with me anymore. So I literally got up and left. Obviously, though, I went home and I started affirming. I was like, I am so happy that I got my dream car, and I'm paying less than $300 for it. I am so happy that I am paying less than $300 for my car. I am so happy that I got my car with putting $0 down. I am so happy that I got a 2020 Alfa Romeo. Of course, I get everything that I want. I started affirming like crazy. Because I affirm and affirm and affirm. I affirm all day, every day. And especially those days, it was like around, like we're in the holidays and stuff now. So I haven't really been working. I've just kind of been at home. So I had a lot of time to affirm. And I used my time wisely. So I was affirming like crazy. I sometimes feel like I'm like a psychopath from how much I affirm, but it's fine. And it's crazy because everyone always asks me, like, what's my secret to manifesting? And I'm like, my personal secret is that I'm stubborn as fuck. So stubborn. I won't stop till I get what I want. Like, I'm getting what I want. I don't care. Somehow, some way I'm getting it. And yeah, being stubborn, I guess, and like, I don't know, people say it's a bad quality, but nope. I think when it comes to manifesting, it's a really good quality to have. So anyways, I was affirming for for 4 days. I affirmed for 4 days. And one day, I get a call, but it was a random number, so I didn't answer. And I guess when I was filling out the papers when I first got to the dealership or something, I wrote down my number and I wrote down my dad's. So, like 10 minutes after that, my dad calls me and he's like, hey, the dealership just called me. They're trying to get in contact with you. Call them back. So I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. And this always happens to me, but when I'm like, when my manifestation is about to happen, I'm pretty oblivious. Like, I don't really notice that it's happening until it happens. So I didn't think in that moment, like, oh shit, it's happening. No, I was just like, oh, that's weird. So I called them back and they were like, hey, like Black Friday just happened and we came up with a good deal that we think you're gonna like. And I was like, okay, what's the deal? And the guy's like, oh, come in. And I remember being on the phone and I was like, no, like, can you just tell me the deal over the phone, because I don't want to waste my time going to the dealership if I don't agree with, the payment, like the deal. So he was like, okay, with everything included, tax included, everything, your monthly payment will come out to $279 a month and $0 down. And I remember being like, are you is there a catch? Are you sure? Is this is this real? My mouth like dropped. $279. I was like, I don't even know what I was expecting, but I was not expecting $279 a month, $0 down for a $44,000 car. Let me know who pays that, because I have no idea who pays that. So the guy was like, no, I promise there's no catch. Like, that's literally that will be your monthly payment, all this stuff. So I quickly went all the way to the dealership. I was so excited on my way there. And I just kept affirming, I kept affirming the whole way, because I was like, I'm not about to show up. And they're like, never mind. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't want no fees. No, I was just like, I got my car, $279. Like, that's all I'm paying, And I kept affirming. I was like, that includes all the fees. Like, I'm not paying an extra dollar. I'm not even paying $280. No, I'm paying $279. So I was affirming the whole way there. And when I got there, literally, like, that was legitimately the deal. So I signed all the papers and all this stuff. The one thing that I didn't take into consideration, and it's always the freaking things you forget that literally bite you in the ass. I completely forgot to affirm for my insurance. I don't know why I didn't think about it. I guess I don't know. I don't know what I thought. But obviously, when you get a sports car, your insurance goes up a lot. So my insurance actually went up $200 a month. And I completely, I was, you have to, switch your insurance before you leave the dealership. So when I, saw it, and I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll figure it out. I left with my car that day. And then that's when I started affirming for my insurance. I was affirming that I was paying the same thing. My insurance went back down, that they made a mistake, blah, blah. Like, I just kept affirming that I was paying the same price that I was paying before for my insurance. And that took another, I don't remember, 2 or 3 days. My dad actually ended up being the one to find a new insurance company for me. And now I'm paying only a $10 difference from what I was paying before to what I'm paying now, which I'm okay with, And that was the other thing. My other belief in manifestation is that I never have to do anything. People will always figure it out for me. So it wasn't a surprise that my dad was the one that felt compelled to look for an insurance, and contact me about it. I honestly didn't even look for insurance. I was just affirming. That's all I did. And yep, that's pretty much everything that happened. I'm trying to think if anything else happened. No. So yeah, no one believes me now. All my friends and family and people that are close to me are like, how much are you paying for your car? And I'm like, $279. And they're like, okay, but how much did you put down? And I'm like, no, but I put $0 down. And no one believes me. They're like, no, there's no way. You got a freaking expensive ass car and you're paying that. And I'm like, yep, it's possible, honeys. In manifestation, anything is possible. That's for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much how I did it. I just always affirm. That's how I manifest everything. I swear. I just affirm. I affirm so much that I feel like the way I see it is I saturate my mind. I flood my mind with what I want. I flood it to the point that I don't even think opposing thoughts, because I'm so focused on what I want that I just don't even have room to think a negative thought, I just get tunnel vision and I don't stop till I get what I want. That's how I am. And I feel like that's where my success in manifesting comes in. That's why I manifest things quickly, because I'm just focused. I don't let things waver me, you know? And I feel like that's just, yeah, that's how I manifest everything. I'm very stubborn. I don't stop till I get what I want. And that's it. And at the end of the day, everyone was asking me, like, what affirmations did I use? And guys, you have to understand that the affirmations that someone uses doesn't mean, and like it works for them, doesn't mean that those same affirmations are the ones that are going to work for you. An affirmation is just a sentence that implies that you already have what you want. That's it. It's not like these exact magic words are the ones that are going to get you what you want. No, it's not like that. Like, say, what do you want? Like, ask yourself, what do you want? What do I want? I was like, okay, I want an Alfa Romeo. I was like, okay, I'm so happy that I got an Alfa Romeo. Like, it's not that difficult. It's not that deep. You guys put so much emphasis on, like, what exact affirmation did you use? And it's not like that. It's just picking a sentence that implies that you already have what you want. And that's it. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it a big deal. Don't overcomplicate it. I feel like everything in manifesting is just so easy, and like that's why I do what I do and I put videos out and stuff, because I get so frustrated seeing people overcomplicate it when it's so simple. In reality, it's so simple. So guys, you've got this with all of your desires. Just focus. Fucking focus so much that you can't even think of any other possibility. That's the way I see it. I flood my mind so much with what I want that I just don't see any other outcome besides the one that I want. And remember, every single thought that you have is an affirmation. So make sure that all of your thoughts are aligned with what you freaking want and what you desire. And that's it. Just focus on it to the point that negative thoughts don't even come up. Focus on it to the point that that's all you see. That's all you can think about. Like, that's just the only possibility. There's my favorite quote from Neville, like, of all times. It's like, I don't remember what it says, but it's like, you have to put so much attention on what you want that to the point that it crowds out any other fear, doubt, possibility, opposing thought. I don't really remember the exact quote. I'll find it later. For sure, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen it, because that's like my favorite quote of all times from him. But that's all it takes. Just focus and persist. Focus and persist. And don't stop till you get what you want. Be stubborn. Be stubborn. Why are you going to give up? There's no point. You know? So, yes, guys, that's how I manifested my car. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I promise I'm going to be more consistent with posting videos. You guys are always DMing me, like, when have you posted a video? But being a manifestation coach is not like it's kind of more like a hobby. It's not my main job or anything. That's why like my prices are super low and stuff, because this is not like what I live off of. So, you know, I just do it on the side. It's my hobby. I do it when I have time. But I promise I'm going to try to be more consistent and share more videos. So that's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.